Shabbos, everyone.
Good Shabbos.
That was some Shabbos energy.
Yeah, making up for last week.
So, we welcome the angels of Shabbos. The angels who braved the balloon light-up traffic. Shalom Aleichem. We greet each other as the angels of Shabbos. Mischief makers, all of us. Some more than others. The rabbis tried to get rid of Shalom Aleichem. They thought it was silly. But the people rebelled. The rabbis tried to remove it from shul so people would sing it on their walks home. We imagine the angels among us, the troublemakers. The Talmud blames them for the pain in our knees, for the crowding when you go to the temple, for the traffic on King's Highway. Angels are messengers. Angels are visitors, our guests, and like any good guest, we ask them to come in peace, and we ask them to leave in peace. And so on Shabbos, we get to pick which of the angels whispers into our ear. If we're ready to let go of what the week has been, if we're ready to breathe, to let go of the schmutz, the good angel gets to sing. If we hold on to it, if we sit in our grievances and in our judgments, if we refuse to let go, then the mischievous angel whispers in our ear. Shalom Aleichem. Page, I don't have a Siddur. Thank you, Kathy.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Imelech, Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu,
Boachem Lishalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Bachuni Lishalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei goodbye. Tzitchem lishalom, malachei hashalom, malachei elyon, mimelech malchei hamlachim, So we light these Shabbos candles, this last Shabbos of the year. Hopefully different than we were a year ago. Certainly different than we were a year ago. Hopefully better. Take a moment to think of what this year has been. The pieces we want to carry with us. The places we can grow into. Is there someone who had a simcha this week? Something joyous we can celebrate and come up and light the candles for us? Oh, it's your birthday tomorrow. Sunday, excuse me. Come on up, please. So we take in the light. Bring the light within ourselves into those places that need it. Ellen and I were talking this week about Heschel. This idea that we build on Shabbos palaces of time. Palaces of time, not palaces of space. That we create Shabbos. Shabbos doesn't create us. And this idea, at the core of it all, that the most important, the most sacred currency, the most important resource we have to build with, it's not money, it's not supply, it's not wealth, it's time. And so let us build Shabbos together. Page 8, Lechadodi. La 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 lechadodi, ya la 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 likraskala, ya la 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 pene Shabbat neka abela, shamo v'zacho b'dibur echad. Ishmianu el amiuchad Adonai echad Ushmo echad L'shemo tiferet V'litchila Yeirei Yelalala lechadoti Yeirei Yelalala likraskala Yelalala b'nei Shabbat B'nei Shabbat Kabbalat. Top of page 9. Likrat Shabbat Lechu v'nelcha כי מקום הבריכה מראש מקדם נסוכה סוף מעשה ומשווה תחילה Shabbat, B'nei Shabbat, Kabbalat. התעוררי, כי באורך ומאורי, אורי, שידברי, כבוד אדוני, לך נגלה. Shabbat, B'nei Shabbat, Kabbalat. Turn to the entrance as if we're turning towards a wedding, as if we're turning towards the world changing. Boi v'shalom. Aseret bala Gam b'simcha U'tola Toch emuneh Am segula Shabbat. We remain standing. Power of ritual is not that we all come together with the same intention, with the same experience, with the same mindset. The power of ritual is that we all come together to do the same thing with different minds, different approaches, different values, different intentions, and yet all together somehow. This is Baruch Hu, this call towards community, towards each other. Page 11. Maimonides, living 1,000 years ago, says there are really only two prayers. I'm not sure I agree with him. But he says there was the prayer of love, of connection, the prayer of obligation, and the prayer of awe, of smallness, the prayer of fear. The prayer of awe, he says, is that feeling of looking to the stars and feeling so small. The prayer of love is looking at the stars and realizing we ourselves are part of a constellation that someone else can see. We back away from our world. Page 12.
Evening, the evenings, evening the frayed edges of our lives, Marie Varavin, Amen. Marie Varavin, Amen.
Evenings, evening the frayed edges of our lives, Marie Varavim, Amen. Marie Varavim, Amen. Marie Varavim, Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Hamari Varavim. Blessed is the source of goodness. Take a moment to close our eyes. To not be deceived by those liars that surround our nose, as the Chasids say. The eyes that are two, that would tell us that that which makes us different is what is most important. So we close them. So the boundaries between one and two, between them and us, begin to fade away. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Page 16. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levacha u'b'chol nafshecha ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה, אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם להיות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם. אמן. Page 18. Ours is a tradition that doesn't believe in destinations, just journeys. Over and over again we cycle, the cycle of the years, the cycle of the seasons. We even count the cycle of generations. Once every 32 years we bless the sun. A generation. But the other cycle that we mark, that we know will continue back and forth, is the cycle of liberation and degradation into liberation into degradation, and all over again. Twice a day we sing Mi Chamocha. Twice a day we keep the dream alive, that we can march across dry land, that liberation is possible if just we join hands with those who are next to us and begin marching. Yididum yidiyay-yo, yay-day-day-day-do. Yididum yidiyay-yo, yay-day-day-day-do. Yididum yidiyay-yo, yay-day-day-day, yay-day-day-day, yididay-day-do, yay-day-day-day-do. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha neda b'kodesh, nora teilot Osef Eleonora Teilot Osef Ele Yum diddy day 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 oh 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 Yum diddy day 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 Yiddy dum yiddy ay ay oh Yiddy day 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 oh 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 Yiddy dum yiddy ay ay oh Yiddy day 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 oh מלכותך ראו בניך, בוקע ים לפני משה ומרים, זה אלי, אנו ויאמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד ידעי ידעי, ים דידי די די די, ים דידי די די די, yididum yiddy-ay-ay-yo, yiddy-day-day-day-do, yididum yiddy-ay-ay-yo, yiddy-day-day-day-do, ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב, וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו. ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל, גאל ישראל. Our prayer for the evening. Our prayer for the walk through the darkness. Our prayer for shelter, for us, for the whole world. Our prayer for light, even that we can't see. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leShalom v'hamidenu shomreinu lechaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leShalom v'hamidenu shomreinu lechaim. Allow us to lie and rise in peace. Shalom. Allow us to lie and rise in peace. Shalom. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leShalom v'hamidenu shomreinu lechaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leShalom v'hamidenu shomreinu lechaim. Ufros aleinu sukat, sukat shlomecha. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Cover over us tonight with a sukat shalom, a shelter of peace for you, for those you love. A sukat shalom over all creation, over all creation, over all creation. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leShalom v'hamidenu shomreinu lechaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leShalom v'hamidenu shomreinu lechaim. Baruch atah Adonai Porei Sukat Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim. Blessed is the source that is a shelter of peace over us, over all of those who struggle. And may every city be a city of peace. We say, Amen. Invite everyone to rise as you are feeling able. We'll daven the Amidah quietly as we do in the evening, each of us on our own, in our own way. The Amidah begins on page 23 and goes through page 32. You may be seated whenever you are done. Again, it begins on page 23, preceded by the Chatzi Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash Shamei Rabbah be'alma divrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayedecho Beit Yisrael bagala bagala u'vizman kariv Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabba Mevorach, Le'olam Olam Me'almaya, Yitbarach, Yitbarach, V'yishtabach, V'yitpa'ar, V'yitromam, V'yitnaseh, V'yitadar, V'yitaleh, V'yitalah, Shamei Dekudesha Brichu, Leila Min Kol Birchata V'shirata, Tushbichata v'nechemata Damiran be'alma v'yimeru. Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi agitehilatecha. 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 Baruch atah Adonai
בספר חיים, בספר חיים, ברכה ושלום ופרנסה טובה. בספר חיים,
בספר חיים. Shalom ופרנסה טובה. נזכר ונכתב לפניך, לפניך. אנחנו וכל עמך בית ישראל, לחיים טובים ולשלום.
בספר חיים,
In the book of life. May we all be written. May we all be inscribed for blessing, for peace, and for enough. With the gates a little more open, the gates of change within ourselves and the gates of change in the world, we take a moment for a Misha Berach L'Cholim, for a prayer for healing. Refuat HaNefesh for Refuat HaGuf, the healing of our souls, of our mindsets, and the healing of our bodies. So if you're thinking of someone, in need of a little bit of healing to get from this moment to the next, I invite you to share their name.
I guess I'll start thinking of my stepfather, Chris, my stepsister, Taylor, my friends, Kirsten and Dell, as well as the Kent family and the O'Halloran family. And also, I need Misha Berach for myself. Still having chronic digestive issues, but getting slightly better. I have a bronchoscopy on the 9th, so pray for me that I don't find anything sketchy.
For Jonathan, for Kathy. Thinking of them both.
For Arden and for Peter Lurie.
Naomi. Thinking of her. Yeah, Lisa. For Michael. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Michael, do we have names from the stream?
Yes, we're praying for Marcus.
So for all these names, those we're thinking of and not saying, for ourselves, Yishabach Lecholim, page 34. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, for Chuck Heath and Rich Golden, for Alex Prim and Marilyn Weiss, for Susan Young and Dana Deck, for Kay Neustadt and Julie Poling, Sherry Waxman and Katie Lewitt, for the Chilson family and Sarah Rachel Badmaka Ita, for Jill Hollyfield and Xavier Ernst, for Kathy Davenport, for Michal Bat Zecharia Varicha, and Sfira Bat Gadi Dovisara, for Maggie Bradford and Jordan Cronemer, for Chaim Lev Ben Simcha Miriam, Robert Shepard, and Meredith Berkowitz. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, we say, Baruch atah Adonai rofeh hacholim. Blessed is the source of goodness that calls us to the sacred work of healing. What do we say?
Amen.
Amen. Invite everyone to rise as you are feeling able as we begin to conclude the service.
How Jewish of us.
Page 38. Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol, latekiru la liotzer breshit, shelo asanu kigoye haratzot, velo samanu k'mishpechot adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, vigor aleinu kecho hamonam, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסר הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים עמאה, ושכינתו זו בגובה מרומים. הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, מלכנו אפס זולתו, כך כתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום והשבות אל לבבך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. You may be seated. We take a moment, as we do at the end of every service, every gathering, to acknowledge those in our community who are in mourning, those who are walking the path of grief, those that we have a sacred obligation to support. And so if you are saying Kaddish right now, I invite you to rise or put up a hand or some other way that we can acknowledge you and hear the names. For Barry, of a blessed, blessed memory. Chonam Levracha. Yeah, Bryn.
For Randy Kaplan, who, even in her last days, still had her signature sass.
May we all. For Randy. Anyone else? Michael, do we have names from the stream?
Yes, we're remembering Donald Taylor and Zoe Grayton.
And the art sites this week of Hannah Shaw and Jane Barker, of John Mann and Lillian George, for Sylvia Friedman and Emil Nathan, for Essie Kornblatt and Harold Guller and Jackie Fenster, for Molly De Placido, for Sylvia Margolis, for Carol Frumhoff, and for my grandpa whose house I live in, Dan Bogard, for Daniel Schuster and Emily Ernst and Harry Albert, for Michael Smith and Mitchell Morris and Philip Werschel, for Rita Bach and Wilbur Furman, for Alex Borenstein and Beatrice Daniel, for Ben Wishnoff and Donald Taylor, for Ford Miller, Peter Einstein, and Sid Florman, for Jacob De Placido and Jason Brightfield, for Sam Nussbaum and Sam Schneider and Sam Sitzer, for Sandy Lichterman and Saul Levitt, for Charles McCory, Devorah Burkhoff, and Edwin Stubb, for Meyer Corniss and Pete Furman, for Evelyn Schwab and Israel Cohen and Pearl Glickman, for all these names, for all these lives, and for all those we have lost this year, for Barry Friedman and Larry Eisenberg, and Gail Emmert and Ron Fagerstrom, for Phyllis Kidder and Alan Turkin, for John Palazzolo and Carol Portman, for Sharon Hollander and Lizzie Wolfe and Bunny Shopper, for Ken Balk and Ed Bach, Vivian Eveloff and Emmanuel Binder, for Gerald Siegel and Jill Petzel. For all of these names, I invite everyone to rise as you are able, as we stand shoulder to shoulder with our mourners. Page 41, Kaddish Yatom. Yid Kedal v'Yid Kadash Shemei Rabbah, Be'alma Divrachu Tev Yamlich Malchute, B'chayechon u'vyamechon, B'chayei Chol Beit Yisrael, Bagala v'Zman Kariv v'Imru, Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabbah Mevorach, Le'olam Omei Omaya, Yiparach v'Yishtabach, Yipa'ar v'Yitramam v'Yitnaseh, V'Yitadar v'Yitaleh v'Yitalal, Shmei T'Kudisha B'Richu, Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata, damiran be'alma v'yamru, Amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yamru, Amen. Oseh shalom b'mramav, huya aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'al kol Yoshvei teda, v'yamru.
Ose shalom bimromav,
Yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimeru, Amen. Zichronam livracha, may the memories of all of those that we mourn, all of those that we miss, be a blessing in our lives, and we say, Amen. You may be seated. Just a few quick announcements. It's a quiet week at CRC this week. If you have not registered for the High Holy Days, registration closes this evening. So please go ahead and register. Yael is back there if you need any help. Did I miss something?
No.
Okay, great.
No.
The one big change, if you haven't heard about it, is we are full for just about every service. And we had close to 100 people on the wait list for Kol Nidre for Yom Kippur. So on Tuesday of this week, we decided to go ahead and put together a second Kol Nidre service. So there will also be an early one at 5:30. It'll be a little shorter. There won't be as many teachings in it. 5:30 to 6 or we're saying 6:30, but let's be honest here, 6:45, something like that. But if you registered for the later Kol Nidre and you would like to switch to the early Kol Nidre, there should be a link in your inbox. And if you have not registered and would like to come for the early Kol Nidre, we have lots of room, so we would love to have you. Let's see, what else? We are collecting for tornado relief during the holidays. So please pay attention to your emails about all of the goods we are looking for. Apple picking for CRC folks of all ages is September the 28th. That is a week from Sunday. So come and join us and go pick apples for a Happy New Year for all of us. Two last ones. Intro to Judaism is registration happening now. It's a citywide class. If you're interested, talk to me or talk to Yael and we can get you the information. And finally, there is a wonderful Hoshana Rabbah on October 12th, a evening study with an Orthodox, Conservative, and Reform congregations, Beis Abe, Korina, and ourselves, who have been doing this for years and years. It's really an amazing opportunity to come together and study Torah across lines and boundaries that normally get in the way. It's really a powerful, fun night. So join us there. Any other last announcements? Yeah?
Yeah, so I know I've brought this up before, but my birthday is on Sunday. I'm having a birthday party at my house, but we're going to go to the City Museum first at 11 o'clock. Then we'll meet up at my house at 4 o'clock. So if you guys want to come or anything, let me know. And then I guess this is more of a more personal announcement. I will be leading services for High Holidays this year at Temple Bethel in Jefferson City.
Nice.
This is my third year leading services for them, and they're really excited to have me back.
Let's give each other a blessing. And a big thank you to Bryn, to Michael in the booth, to Yael in the back for logistics and help. Yivirechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
May God bless you and
Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka. May we take some of the light that we can feel from each other, that we can see soon from those balloons outside. If they're going to cause traffic, we should enjoy looking at them too. And may we hold it inside for when we need it and refract it out for a world that needs it. Yis Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom.
The path to peace isn't always an easy one, but it's always a path worth taking. And so during this month of Elul, let us do the work, the hard work of traveling that path of peace into the new year of 5786, right? 5786.
Shabbat shalom. Adon olam, Hashem alach, b'terem kol yitzeh nivra, li'ed nasa b'chefza kol, azay melech, shemo nikra, shemo nikra. Ah so familiar the whole time. I was trying to figure out who you are. Oh, it's really good to see you.